Monday, April 17th, 2023. All the street cats were fed and accounted for today, just like they are every day. I gave them fresh food and clean water. Somebody went out of their way to throw away the cat's nice ceramic water bowl, so I replaced it with one that Melissa sent me. I ordered $80 of cat food, which arrived yesterday, but that will only last me 4 days at the most. I wish I would have brought more cans of wet food today. I was a bit distracted this morning because I finally got my inside cat, Peach, back inside after she got out on Friday morning. I did not mention it in any previous videos this weekend because ever since I started feeding the cats outside of the parking lot, a few of the scummy neighbors here think it's now okay to scare, chase, and probably even kick the street cats. Talk about culture shock. I can see what their previous neighborhoods in their previous countries were like. Way to adapt and set a good example. Not. Hey buddy, since you're new to this country and you may not even be here legally, why don't you try to adapt to the United States customs and how we treat animals here? Hate to break it to you, but 90% of neighborhoods in the United States, you don't have to worry about cats being chased off. I'm guessing this is more common in third world slums where they're actually worried about the cats running off with their grain. It's sad seeing the street cats scared to go in the parking lot, all because some brutes have the manners they brought with them. My inside cat, Peach, got out and had a bright red collar and identifying tags. She was probably chased and scared away, still the same, just how the street cats were. The street cats, like Peach, are all vaccinated. They're all spayed and neutered and microchipped. The only ones behaving like disease-infested animals are the blokes chasing off the cats. Talk about spreading disease. Sharing a bathroom with 3-4 people or 3 children is the most likely way to spread any disease, not the street cats who you have no contact with. Not everyone who lives in this building is a monster from the slums. There are some nice older women who live here. There's a nice old lady on the first floor who always says hi to me, and there's a nice couple at the end of my hallway here. But there's also a mean old lady on the first floor who walks around with a grimace on her face. It looks like she's developing a bit of a hump, and she has said some of the nastiest things any old woman has ever said to me, and I've met some nasty old women, believe me. This woman on the first floor literally told me, "You're nobody," when I said, "Hey, I have a decent-sized community. You should be nicer to me and the cats." And she said, "You're nobody." Some of them here are products of their environment, but no one actually forces them to stay in that environment. The kid here in his early 20s, who's more obsessed with me than anyone else, I don't even think he's allowed to live here anymore, but he still comes here a few times a week and stands in the parking lot. I guess he's hoping to interact with me. This guy, who I don't know, just live in the same building, has said some of the most disrespectful things I've ever heard anyone say to anyone, and I always wondered how someone would end up so shitty. Then I recently found out this young man, probably 22 to 24 years old, has spent the last 10 years sharing a one-bedroom apartment with multiple adults during the most formidable years of a young man's life, between the ages of 14 and 21. He went without his own room, without his own space, without even the ability to forge his own identity. During the age of 14, 21, I was doing things this kid couldn't even dream of. I'm much more, and it made me the man I am today.